Hello. What's going on? How are you? How have you been? Oh, do you have a routine that you like to certain things you like to do? Um, is a warm beverage involved? Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So is it through a choral group or is it through a local um, just stitching? Yeah. Sometimes that's the best thing we can do to relax, for some of us anyway. Or is this the same group you always participate with every summer? Yes. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. That's exciting. Yes. Yes, they are. So, how long do you have before your concert? You have quite a bit of chill time or just a little bit of chill time? Ah, gotcha. Well, that's good. And y'all typically have, I won't call it a dress code, but you kind of know you're all going to be performing in a certain, like, um, color or style, or everybody kind of wears the same outfit with a something over it, or so you don't have to worry about last minute trying to figure out what to wear, right? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Only fabulous would be appropriate in this case, I feel like. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Well, hopefully they're comfortable shoes. I was just say that's the kind of the I don't know, the thing you always have to worry about is finding something that fits or that's, glittery, sparkly, but then is comfortable to wear because sometimes those two things don't always go together. Oh, nice. Good. Well, at least you'll be, yeah, you won't feel like you're wearing some kind of performance uh, shoe. You're wearing something comfortable that at least you can stand for long periods of time. Are there a bunch of groups performing? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So so the group as a whole can at least have a break a little bit while other performances. Nice. Did you see that movie? I was to say I think I saw it, but it was like by the time I got to see it, it was streaming. Um, is that the one I'm thinking of? The one with Bradley Cooper plays him? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I may be thinking of somebody else. Okay. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty much, yeah. Literally having to count spaces to try to figure out where my next stitch is supposed to be. So yeah, absolutely. I'm still not sure that's the right placement, but I'm going with it for now. Okay, I think I'm in the right spot. Yeah, there's no. That's exactly right. Well, I have, so this is Dee's pattern, so I have the print out like over here off camera. Um, but yeah, as long as I've got the grid, I can kind of count, from my previous marked stitch and then do the stitches and then go back and fill in the background. But yes, more or less, this is like I'm having to figure it out. And I've only got so many pages printed out. Yeah. Hi, Nitya. Thank you. It's moving along. My hour or two I try to devote to it every once in a while. Got to figure out what to do with this eyeball. It is a party today. I was going to say, I don't feel like I have to keep up or keep one half of the conversation going. That's kind of exciting. Not that, I'll try to chime in when I can. Are they good? I was going to say I zoomed in a little bit, hoping that like just the piece would be in the frame. So yeah, I was hoping that would work. I'm kind of mad about this glare up here, but hopefully it's not hurtful to stare at it or have it kind of in the background or whatever. We'll keep working on it. It's like you got to have light to be able to see, and might be able to do a different light. I don't know if that helps or not. We'll see. But this light over here, I think it's up high and I can't do much about it. Hi, Miss Nobody. Not watching me much anyway. Okay. Well, that's good. That works. Well, that's good. To say, it's like, other than trying to cover it up with something, it's like, you need to be able to see. And I'm kind of picky about my light. Like, I like this light over here because it's soft light. It's yellow, but like with crafting, you both know it's like you need daylight light or something like that to be able to see well. So it's kind of a trade off with me. It's like, okay, either I can deal with the daylight, but then I have to wear like blue blocker glasses or something to keep from getting a migraine, or work with soft lighting, incandescent lighting, but then you can't see very well. Oh, nice. Is it so you buy the kits, like the pre-printed um designs, or do you like this is I'm converting a cross stitch pattern um on a blank grid. So very nice, very nice. I was gonna say, this is um converting cross stitch, I think, is kind of probably the closest I'd ever get to actually designing. I don't know, I may have to try a pattern that I've designed, cross stitch pattern, and see how it turns out. It does always seem like you kind of have to be, it has to be a good pattern, like full coverage. To me, like, this is, the original cross stitch pattern is I'm filling in the background, so it's like you've got to have enough coverage of the stitching that I think it translates, it shows well. Okay, that's good to know. I was gonna say, I think a couple of the like little starter packages I bought from Michaels was the Make Market, just because they kind of had everything in a bundle, the little trays and the everything together, so I didn't have to. Oh yeah, like these wax ones that I bought were there. So boy, actually getting some diamond painting talk. That's new. The Jaguar, nice, nice. It's funny, Nithya, about the kits. I don't know. So like our Michaels are very like they sell just what's like trendy. And I don't know necessarily that diamond painting is on trend or off trend or anything, but it is like, it's something like, my sister's 7 years younger than me. She's heard of diamond painting. But like cross stitch, like I kind of had to explain to her kind of what that was. I mean, she knew what knitting was, she knew what. But there are certain things that she's just like, oh, okay. So when I asked her if she diamond painted before I started doing this, I asked her, and she's like, oh yeah, I've got one. But she said, I started it and I didn't finish it, and I've been working on it for forever. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I feel like the craft stores kind of cater to what people are buying. Oh, you're in Canada. Okay, very cool. Say, so now I know Michael. Well, so is Michael's in Canada, or do you come stateside? Do you come over to the United States to buy? The Okay, I was gonna say that was, I knew a couple of the craft stores were over there, but I don't think, maybe it's Joann's. Okay, yeah. See, I don't shop at Hobby Lobby, but yeah. Um, Joann may be the one. Joann Fabric Stores may be the one that's not over there. That, um, yeah. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. I have seen some of the coaster kits. Those are very cute. Fabricland. Oh, goodness gracious. Kaylee, that sounds like somewhere that would be dangerous for some of us that like to shop for other things. You know, right? It sounds like a magical place where like people can go and all they have is fabric and nobody ever leaves. And oh, yes, have fun. I hope you have good plans. I will definitely catch you on the next one, Nithya. Have a nice weekend. See, Miss Nobody, that sounds like me. Well, I buy for me. I don't buy for resale or anything. But yes, I have two rolling carts down here with drawers full of fabric. And then I think I have one tote behind me full of fabric. And usually when I buy it in either half yards or yards. And then, and yes, I will go pick through the remnants section and pull, stuff that I think I might use for a project. But yes, I'm kind of a fabric hound when it comes to stuff like that. Yes, same with me. The tote behind me is one of those big, huge Rubbermaid. Um, I don't know what they call them, like 32 quart or something totes. But yes, same. And I was gonna say, I bet, yeah, skin sensitivity plays a big part in it because I've even found, if you're familiar with spoon flour, I've ordered like fabric that is like somebody will put out it's like their designed print in fabric, but when I get it, it's like I immediately have to wash it because I can just tell whatever the printing processes they use is just, it absolutely just makes me like itchy and scratchy. So that I can completely understand that, having to make sure that the fabric you use is. And same goes for that's a good question. Yeah, that's smart because at least you've got them all ready to go. Um, and then you know exactly that it's been taken care of the minute you get it home. And I don't know as far as fabric sales go, especially if you are taking a full bolt and then breaking it down. Um, and it might also depend, like, I know about the only fabric I really buy regularly is like quilt cotton fabric. Um, Considering you buy higher end fabric, I'm not sure if you may need or have um, kind of a specialty market, so you may actually be able to charge more, or you should be charging more for sure than just what a typical person would buy from a store, especially a store like um, even Michael's sells fabric a little bit. Wow. Okay. I was gonna say I found a pattern for some cotton yarn face cloths a while back, washcloths, and like little, they're like this big, like little, like reusable cotton pads. And that's actually all I use now because at least I know that cotton yarn is like it's okay for my skin. Yeah, other than like big bath towels like you might buy at a retail store. Like even my hair, when I wash my hair, it's curly, so I use, instead of a towel, I actually use an old t-shirt to put it up to get some of the water out of it. See, that would be awesome. Bamboo and viscose, that would actually be really, really good. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. See, my sister's is like that too. Hers is down practically to her. The curly stitcher, yes, that's why. No, you absolutely can stay. Oh my goodness, no. You're always invited to the party. You're welcome anytime. I hope you know that. But my sister's hair is super, super long and heavy. Like mine's real fine, thin, real light. Like I don't have a lot of hair, but I have a lot of volume. My sister's is like all the way down, yeah, probably to her tailbone long. Move it over one more. Okay, that's right. Well, we'll keep that in mind for sure. I really have to use the fabric I've got. I am definitely in my trying to use what I have phase. And as many times as I've said that in the past, I'm really feeling it now. Because, like, even things like, I don't know, I can't explain it. Like, bizarre things like food in the house, clothes, especially Nithya and I were talking about that last week, where, like, I have enough clothes. I would rather just wear everything that I've got till they're threadbare before I buy another thing ever again. And I think it's a like next phase of your life, age, generational thing too. I was to say, yeah, that's the $1 million question for Kaylee is whether or not it's got a good weave to it where she can do tiny cross stitching on it for sure. Was that, did Ymir mention that in, wasn't there a recent floss tube? Or am I trying to remember now? Okay, got it. Got it, got it. I know Ymir's super busy now. Right. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good one too. Have a nice weekend. My 56 even wave. Okay. That's pretty tiny. Okay, so this is Jacob's Verlanda. And is, if it's the one I'm thinking of, is it the one that has like multiple um, options, like sizes? The big one. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Is that the same one you're doing? In like monochromatic? Okay. Okay. So were you influencing that decision, or had she decided she was going to do it anyway? I mean, I know she's a tiny stitcher anyway, so. The one I'm working on? um, Probably not. Just because uh, I kind of was doing this for. This is a designer we all know, and when they put out the pattern, I made the made the decision that instead of cross stitching it, I was going to diamond paint it. But but yeah, and I don't know that I could do it twice. I definitely have plans for hanging this one up for sure. Okay, so far so good here. Good night. I was gonna say, I remember my grandmother passed away. This has been over a decade now, and other than her older antique Singer um, sewing machine that my aunt got, all of her other crafty stuff nobody wanted, and I've got two big like cardboard boxes of like there's some old buttons and zippers and stuff like that because she used to make our clothes when we were grandkids. But then I got her newer Husqvarna sewing machine, which is probably as old as I am. I mean, I say newer, but we're talking like still probably bought in the 70s. um and I just kind of keep it. I need to have it. I need to find someone who knows Husqvarna devices, whether it's sewing machines or vacuum cleaners or whatever, and just take it in and let them clean it and oil it because I'm afraid to use it without having it at least go through a maintenance round. I was gonna say that's the thing with this Husqvarna. The thing weighs a ton, and it's it's all like steel. It's all metal. There's no plastic parts, so it weighs quite a bit, and so it sits there, and I don't like even moving it for fear that I'm gonna drop it, and it will if it doesn't break my foot, the machine itself will break. So for sure. But I would like to learn to use it because it was hers and she did use it, and I know it's a good machine. Um, I just don't want to use it without somebody telling me that it's clean and up to date, and you know all the parts look good and there's no issues internally with it. Yes, yes, it's got the locks on either side of the, and it like comes up, over, and off. So that's kind of where I was with it. I was like, I don't want to take any chances, and I don't want to ruin anything, and I wouldn't mind if whoever's servicing it kind of just walks me through the steps. I mean, I've got a little inexpensive Singer that I use for all the little projects I do, and that's good enough for me, and it doesn't I know all the basics. But yeah, I'd like to one day get that one up and running and just see what all it can do, because I'm pretty sure it can do a lot, and handle much more seamlessly and probably very coolly, more so than my little inexpensive one that I bought. That is definitely what I hope. So, is it clear or cannoli? And that is always the way. It's like they can just sense. Mine does the same thing. It's like, sit down for a few minutes before I leave the house to, look at something or run through some paperwork or something. The cat will immediately jump up in my lap, and then it's like, no, I need to leave. I was only sitting down for a minute. I'm so happy that your two cats are getting along so well. Ours finally settled down a bit and can tolerate each other in the same space, which is good enough for me. I don't expect them to get along, but as long as they don't, as long as they keep each other company, I guess is the main thing. And that's nice to see. I was going to say, because it's always, especially for you, like we always end up introducing a kitten to an older cat. So there's always growing pains, but it's never like, terrible as far as, it's just, an older cat getting used to a younger, feistier, whatever, which is the case with these two now. But in your case, the fact that you were introducing more or less two adult cats, I realize Cannoli was probably still kind of a juvenile, but yeah, the fact that they worked out all their territory and everything else, and you got two cats that get along. That's great. Because not, it always breaks my heart when I see, like our animal control here, or the rescue, like where we adopted ours from, and they always have these stories of having to return cats that don't get along, and it makes me so sad. It's good to see you too. Yes, it's probably good at least to have something in your little bit of something in your stomach just to keep the jitters from getting to you. Good luck. I hope everything goes well. Hope you all have a great time. Sounds like it's gonna be awesome. And I told Nithya the other week I'm gonna try to be here every Friday that I'm in town, um, in the afternoon like this. So if you're ever around, got nothing better to do, feel free. I'll be here hopefully. But good luck. I will see you later, my friend. my nerves here a little bit. Oh, nice. Never hurts. Never hurts to have a little helpful backup in the event of, yeah, nerves and whatever else. I'm sure there are lots of people who use that kind of stuff on a regular basis. So it's good that you're prepared and you know yourself well enough on how to prepare yourself. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. All of a sudden my paper pattern doesn't like me at all. It's not that it doesn't like me, it's that the fan or the AC kicked on and I think the fan kind of got a boost. case y'all are wondering, this is where page ends. So that's why I've kind of stopped there. I did not print out the other page. I kind of only printed pages on this half of the pattern just to save some paper. Also because I didn't think I'd be working on it this much with y'all. But can I just say that eyeball looks amazing to me. Hope it looks as good on camera as it does in person. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to do this for a few more minutes. Fill in some more down here at the bottom. Some of the outline, because I kind of want to see how this eye looks. The white. Kind of know how the white looks up against the AB over here, so I'm hoping to get a similar effect over here. I kind of just want to fill in a little bit to get an idea. Try to stay on here for a couple of hours. So glad Kaylee visited today. So happy to get to chat with her for a little bit. So glad Nithya stopped in for a few minutes. I'm sure we will chat again very soon. I want to thank all the rest of you for being here. And Miss Nobody, which thank you for being here for the first time and hanging out with us. We had some good conversations about fabric and all kinds of crafts, and really helps pass the time. And as I mentioned before, for those of you who rewatch these, you certainly don't need to be here live, but if you ever find yourself here on YouTube around I'm gonna say 4 o'clock Central Daylight Time, which is, I'm in Texas, so Central Time Zone is us up into Oklahoma, I think, but all the way over to like Chicago area. You have to find yourself here on Fridays, just during the summer months, and just when I'm not, when I'm here, when I'm not on vacation or out of town or whatever. I'll try to put a card up. I did today. I've still got to get the hang of that. Put the placeholder up to let you know that I will be live. There'll be a couple of Fridays this summer where I'll be on vacation. I'll be out of town. So those cards won't go up those, Fridays, but hopefully all the other ones y'all will have kind of a little bit of a reminder. I try to, when I have an idea of the rest of my Friday afternoon, I try to have those up like around 1 o'clock, noon, 1 o'clock Central Daylight Time. So if you happen to see one of those cards go up, absolutely come and join me. Come and join us. I hope there'll be more of you. Hopefully I'll get to meet some of you for the first time, maybe. That would be wonderful. These last few are always kind of tricky. They just kind of act like they don't want to flip over for me, so I can grab a hold of them with the little stylus, which is always a treat, a trick to try to get them to flip for me. But again, I appreciate y'all all hanging out. Hopefully these last few minutes or so you were able to get some good quiet stitchy time in without a bunch of chatter. And you were able to get something done. I hope whatever you worked on, it went smoothly for you and you were able to get some good progress on your project. And I always appreciate y'all hanging out. And this is me signing off for now. I'm going to wrap things up here, and I hope you all have a nice weekend wherever you are, whatever you're working on. See you again soon.